Body dysmorphia is truly a tale as old as time. People from all over at any age work as hard as they can to achieve a physique that is simply just not achievable. Just as in life, you think you may be happy when you hit that certain goal, when you make that certain dollar amount that you've been aiming for, but you never really hit that goal. You just never seem to be satisfied and want more. This is Kirill, also known as Bazooka Arms, also known as the Russian Hulk, or Russian Popeye.
Инъекции я ставил изначально по чуть-чуть, потом начал увеличивать дозировки. Я именно хочу, чтобы у меня тело было как у Халка, чем у бодибилдеров намного. Больше меня ничего не интересует.
Now Kirill is a character, alright. He struggles with such bad body dysmorphia that he has undergone plastic surgery and even synthol injections into his arms to achieve this Popeye Hulk-like physique.
Бывало, мне так говорили, что это некрасиво. Ну, для всех людей это некрасиво. Лично для меня это, красиво, и мне это нравится.
I mean, look, man, beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder, so if you are injecting vegetable oil into your arms and you like it, so be it, I guess. I don't know.
This is 21-year-old Kirill. He's taken his obsession with bulking up beyond your everyday gym and protein shake.
Я занимался стабильно в зале, 2,5 года прозанимался, ел 6 раз в день. Вот. Потом у меня что-то переклинило жесткое, я подумал, не должно так быть, медленный рост такой за такой срок, сколько я усилий отдавал, сколько я готовил, сколько я ел. За такой срок я должен больше намного быть, уже должен быть реально быть как Халк.
I mean, shoot, this guy looked like he was going from Weenie Hut Juniors to the anchor arms in SpongeBob. No, but seriously, he had a very decent, naturally looking physique. He looked better than a lot of people than you would expect. To be honest, this guy isn't so different from you and me. He wanted to get abs in the very first time of his training, and he just took it to an absurdly unhealthy level. And I mean, I know I joked around about the anchor arm reference, but seriously, this was his exact mentality.
This working out thing isn't working out. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Hey! Hey, you! Whippy, whippy, whippy. Oh, I'm a little peanut worm. Are you too much of a whip to work out? Are you a weakling? Built like a sponge? Well, now you too can have muscles.
Huh?
With anchor arms! They slip on like a glove. Just add air. How big do you want them? Normal? Veiny? And for the ladies, hairy.
But instead of putting in the work, or even finding other solutions like steroids, he decided to inject synthol into his arms instead.
И что-то я в интернете посмотрел, наткнулся на такую тему, как синтол.
Kirill injected an oil-based liquid into his biceps a year ago, when he was only 21 years old. Since then, he has injected approximately 6 liters of the oil into his arms.
6 liters of oils into his arms. That's insane. Not only do they look like tumors in his arms, but I'm sure they don't have any practical use either.
Некие проблемы, там бывает воспаление выскакивает, там раз в месяц такое. Рулетка с единицы начинается.
Kirill's biceps now measure around 61 centimeters. In total, he has spent almost $8,000 on the injections.
Я как бы его сам не покупал, мне люди просто предложили. Изначально я там паленые масла ставил.
You know, it's funny that he says sometimes there are some inflammations. I'm just going to leave that one here, and then we're going to circle back to the inflammation portion later into the video, because this is... some inflammation isn't exactly... it didn't hold up well, per se.
Думаю, нормально, я его хорошо воспитала. Добрый, где-то наивный. Ненормальное явление. Это плохо для здоровья, конечно. У него воспалительные процессы периодически бывают. Ну, ничего хорошего, нет.
You have to feel bad for his mother, raising her son, which she thought was a normal guy, fighting in the military, to now looking like this.
Я всегда мечтал иметь тело Халка, не только руки. Если честно, меня не устраивает, как я сейчас выгляжу.
I mean, that's the problem. You're never going to be happy with the physique that you have. Even if having those bigger arms is going to make you feel better, that's body dysmorphia for you, dude. Even you doing all of that, you getting all the attention in the world, you're still going to feel hopeless. Now, this video was taken about 5, maybe 6, 7 years ago, and a lot has changed for Kirill since then. He decided to put those big arms to use and enter a couple of MMA competitions. I like to call this one the Botched Olympics, and he didn't exactly do as well as he thought he might.
Пиздой Александра Пискун. Еще б немного, и базука Терешина кончила на лицо монгола.
You think he would have learned his lesson there, but he also tried doing some power slap. Granted, I'm not too certain on the timeline, but yeah, it's a doozy.
Ударил по ушам. Ударил по ушам. Нормально? Не поправил.
And if you thought this was over for Kirill, then you were sadly mistaken, as he has decided to go through other prosthetic surgeries, and he hasn't exactly put down the synthol. He has decided to inject it in his face, which has led to quite a lot of medical complications.
Russian Popeye is fighting for his life.
I'm professional man, natural, bazooka Hans.
He altered his body to appear jacked and go viral. He got humiliated by real jacked fighters. And now he's undergoing surgery because he's in mortal danger. All thanks to his genius idea of injecting jelly into his arms. And now things went from bad to seriously disturbing. Fans are afraid for his life because he couldn't pronounce words. He wasn't able to chew food. And his tongue got crooked due to nerve damage.
My arm is inflamed and I can't eat anything. It's very bad.
So now everyone's wondering, how did such a normal looking guy end up looking like a circus freak? Not to mention the fact he's become a laughing stock after getting beat up by a 20-year-older guy in an MMA fight. But the humiliation wasn't enough for him, so he entered a slapping competition and got knocked out by a single slap. It's obvious this guy's delusions got him into a life-threatening situation. But what's his backstory? Kirill Tereshin got obsessed with the gym since a young age, but due to poor genetics, the guy got zero gains. And when he got drafted for military service, he got paranoid about losing weight and becoming even thinner. So when he returned, he got some alterations like lip fillers, but the biggest change was that he injected synthol.
So for him, in order to keep his arms, he had to make the decision of removing the synthol from his arms. He was found to have 3 pounds of dead muscle removed, so he ended up losing muscle in the process. And the doctor said, "It is saturated. The muscle tissue blocked blood flow." According to the Post, as a result, the tissue dies and gets replaced with a scar, which is as tough as a tree. The one thing that the Russian Popeye wanted was big arms. He didn't want to take the steps to get there, and he pretty much ended up losing his arms in a botched face and body. Now obviously this is a pretty rare and intense case that I'm using here, but I think this just goes to show a testament of you have to work hard to get where you want to be in life. There's no taking shortcuts. There's no taking the easy route out of things. Nothing in life comes easy that's good. You have to put in the work in order to achieve it. Also, body dysmorphia is a hell of a drug, to say the least. Now trust me, dealing with body dysmorphia is not easy, but you're not alone when it comes with this. Everybody out there is dealing with something in their body that they do not like. We're human. It happens. But you have to deal with the cards that God gave you and try to make the best out of things. And I guarantee you, it's not as bad as you might think. You're a good looking person. You just have to have the confidence on the inside and just try to improve yourself little by little. It's all going to be okay at the end of the day. Hopefully him and his family can get everything taken care of and he can live on to live a good life as much as he possibly can, I guess, at this point. But anyways, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.